Good evening and welcome to the Hobby Corner. It's me, Kev. It's the Friday night of the week of nights. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Who cares? Because it's Friday night and it's the Hobby Hangout. Way! Woo! Smash. Fresh bin juice right there. Hope you're doing all right. Hope you're all good. I hope you can hear me fine. Internet is going to be really choppy tonight. The kids have been off all week from school because they've not been well, of course, and we had to be careful and make sure that it wasn't the word that shall not be spoken. I'm fine, you know. I sort of got over the worst of it earlier in the week, but energy levels been all over the place. But I guess that's just because I'm not at work at the moment. Wife is just sort of getting over the worst of it now as well, just in time because we got the keys, yay! So official move-in date is actually middle of next week, but what they've done is they've made an agreement with the developers to sort of allow those who really need to get in because of deadlines or whatever, to allow them in. And we luckily the apartment that we were given was ready as well. So yeah, we got the keys today. Got like 101 keys as well, because we got like a balcony with like, you know, double doors that leads from the kitchen sitting room area, but there's also a door from one of the bedrooms that goes to the balcony, and then there's a Juliet balcony in the other bedroom, and then there's keys for all the windows and everything. And it's just like, how many bloody and there's doubles of everything. It's just like, how many keys you want? And then we've just been hunting around, seeing if anyone sells cheap offcuts of carpet, or if anyone's doing any deals on carpets or flooring or something like that, because it is given to us with just the, you know, standard units in the kitchen, and that's it. There's no white goods, and of course, like, we're on like zero budget. So it's been fun. So, you know, like, but the thing is, we're not guaranteed to have this place forever. We have to pass like a probation sort of period, because it is housing association. So hopefully after the first 12 months we can then sort of invest a bit of money in it, because we'll know whether or not we're living there long term. And yeah, it's just a case of sort of getting like random bits of carpet and rugs and stuff and just making a jigsaw of it, or, you know, on the floors where we need it, just for now, just to do us for now, so we can save the money and then sort that out. But it is going to be a case of getting a fridge freezer, a cooker, and a washing machine, which, credit where credit's due, the flat looks amazing. It's all brand new, like the whole building's brand new, everything's fantastic. But they've left the cold water outlet under the sink that you hook up your washing machine to. It's on the wrong side of the pipes to where they've left a gap for the washing machine. And the drainage pipe that goes along the back of that space doesn't have anywhere to connect the outflow for a washing machine. So that's going to have to get chopped up once a washing machine's fitted in, which means we're going to have to pay for someone to fit it, rather than just getting a cheap second-hand one and just plugging it in as we go. And it's the same with the cooker. If we want gas, we're definitely going to have to get someone to sort that out. But even if we do electric, we're going to have to get someone to sort out the plug, because the plug is closed off, you know, for safety reasons, and because you have a switch on the wall, so you need to have it fitted on. But it's just little niggly things like that, which is just like, this ain't going to be easy. But you know what? we'll make do. I mean, I do laundry for a living, so it's fine. We can make do. I'll just work an extra half hour for free at work, just to get my own laundry washed and dried. And as for dinners, you know, we could just use a microwave for now and see how we get on. But there we go. That's it, man. I mean, the main thing is that we'll have a roof over our heads after the 4th of April. So it's all, you know, it's all good news. So that's been my day today. It's just lots of back and forth and running around. And yesterday I did actually sort the car out. It's sort of been a bit, it's always felt a bit blowy and a bit like it's struggling more than it needed to. And when I first got it, it was like almost 6 months ago, it was just borderline. The oil level was just borderline, you know. I knew it needed topping up eventually, but they didn't know what oil was in it. So like whether it was 540 or 1040, because of course you're not supposed to mix the two, because if you mix the viscosity of the oil, it can play havoc with the engine. So I always meant to do an oil change, do an oil filter change, but it kept getting pushed back because, you know, money and everything and time. Finally got it done yesterday, and I'm glad I did it, because the engine can contain 5.4 litres of oil. When we drained it, we filled up a 5, you know, like when I emptied the oil from the oil drain tray into the old bottle, it only went up to 2.5 litres. So my engine has been running half full with a really crusty filter mind, because like it was so bad that the like the filter's got like loads of folds in it, and the folds were bulging out like this, all in different angles, and there was like little chunks in the oil. Mate, that engine was so ready to explode at any point. It's not just my YouTube channel that I'm all janky as fuck with. It's pretty much everything in life, man. So there you go. That's it. So let me know what you've been up to this week. Let me know what you've been up to today. Have you been enjoying the weather? I mean, we've had some fantastic weather. I mean, what a week to be signed off work with COVID, right? Fantastic. It's like 2 years ago again, when everything was kicking off. Only other things are kicking off, so, you know, but at least we've got the good weather, right? Let's have a look at the chat and see what's everyone up to. Right, so let's have a say. Let's have a say. Let's have a shout out to Early Bird, shall we? So right at the top, we got one of the fantastic mods, Mr. Wolfenstein. Hello, Dave. We've got Phil of Raven's Rook Miniatures. How you doing? We've got the misadventures of Mr. Fish. How you doing, buddy? We've got Andrew Milligan in there as well. Boy, Captain Bazooka, whooshing, and his little rocket. We've got Gina. How you doing, Gina? We've got Scuba Pez too. How you doing, buddy? And Lupus Canis in here. Ooh, how you doing, bruv? How you doing? You old boomer. Hope you're enjoying your lovely brand new Primaris Marines, eh? You know what? It was always tempting to rig that that prize to you, but like, you know, the RNG gods, they had it in for you, mate. They had it in for you. Oh dear. Scuba Pez has got his bin juice, Krispy Kremes, and a bottle of homebrew cider. Ooh, lovely. Very nice. What else we got in the chat here? Different Gear TV. How's it going, man? Always good to see you there. And we got Richard Smith, the man that is. How you doing, dude? Good to see you too. Crackerjack. Anthony, how you doing, man? Had the same here. The missus and Baron caught it, but I've dodged it this time. Nice one. Well, nice one for you. Not commiserations to the family. Hope they're all okay. Yes, I'm the Grand Keymaster now. Different Gear says they reckon moving is one of the most stressful things in life. Keep the stress levels down. I don't know. Oh yeah, everyone's saying smash the like button. Thank you very much. That's very nice of you. Scuba Pears says, just been told off by the missus. She's gone medieval on me. Ooh. Good luck, mate. And he says, look to see if there's any Argos clearance stores near you. Massive discounts and all new gear. I mean, we're looking, man. We're looking. Who designed this house and it's new and already needs an update? Was it built by GW? You had to get that burn in there, didn't you? Oh dear. Naughty, naughty. What is the painting like in the new gaff? Are the doors painted? No, the doors are already, I think they're like just plain white fake wood doors, you know, like fire doors. But yeah, the place is okay. The place is it's actually a decent standard. It's neatly painted. I measured all the flooring. I didn't just do one length and one width. Like, I went into a room, I measured the length of both sides of the room and then did the width at both sides of the room. And I found that actually, I think it might have been the skirting. The skirting might have thrown the rooms out just a little bit, but it'd only be like 0.5 centimeter difference in the width or the length of a room. So I think that was just because they added like quite chunky skirting boards. It's like they're like this high up and they're about, I'd say about 1 inch thick. So, you know, whatever. But I mean, you can see underneath the skirting almost everywhere. The floor and the skirting is flushed almost everywhere. There's some gaps, but they're very, like only 1 or 2 mil at most. So considering all the nightmare pictures and news and videos I've seen of new builds and them always being like out of plumb here, like door frames, gaps in window sills and everything like that, this place is like the best you'll ever bloody get, and it is pretty darn good. So it's just a shame about those little things. Actually finally sorted, thank you, mate. GW price, oh where we go. GW price rises have hit it in beginning of March. Oh dear. Not surprised it was, mate. Is it still struggling? Let me know. Beers in the garden, 2 days in the trot. Nice, Dave, nice. Cheers guys, I'm back to work after being signed off with COVID, but 2 negatives means I'm in work tomorrow. Oof, good luck, mate. Void says there was a crooked man who lived in a crooked house which has crooked kitchen pipes who had oh yeah, really skip. Different Gear says we had 2 weeks of rain in Spain, looking like it's hitting most of next week too, and it's that sandy rain. Well, I mean, perks of all that great climate that you have, right? Eventually it blows all that sandy stuff over from Africa. Anyways, let's get to it, shall we? So as I said, the internet might be a bit on and off. Just let me know. I've literally got, it's been non-stop error. Please use a keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. Currently keyframes are, the frequency of the keyframe is at 8.3 and it's asking for 4 seconds. Oh, oh dear. You can feel those gaps in yourself, mate. Worth doing before you get all your gear in. The thing is, we won't have proper carpet for a while, but there's no point putting proper carpet in anyway, because there's no guarantee I mean, like, we could be model citizens, but at the end of the year, they could, like, something could happen. We could get a massive complaint against us, and then we get booted out, and then we would have spent all that money on the gaff for nothing. So we want to make sure that we are going to be there permanently, and we want to be there permanently before we invest that money in it, and we have to save that money as well anyway. So if you want to help out, make sure that you like, share and subscribe, because every view is a little bit extra in that pot that will go towards carpet. Hey, look, if you want to help my children feel what it's like to have fresh carpet under their feet for the first time in their lives, then I got all these affiliate links in the description below. Go buy something that you want, that you don't, you know, necessarily could live without, but something that you want for your hobby. And it could be from Forbidden Planet or Element Links, and I get a kickback and it helps me out, which is brilliant. Or you can make donations, or you can join the memberships, or you can, heck, you could just buy me the carpet. I mean, just shit it, yeah. Don't forget to check the merch store as well. I mean, I pretty much sell that stuff at like only 10p profit on everything, just for the sake of it, you know. It's more just so you lot have something, and if they raise the prices of the things, then it was already covered and I didn't lose money. So big loves, right? As long as you can sort out a room for broadcasts and another for 6x4 table, everything else is always super glue the doors, that's in a hashtag carpets for Kev. Oh dear, who needs red nose day when you have Kev shilling? That's right. Anyways, oh dear, everyone shave your hair off a sentimental carpet. Oh, you guys, thank you. This is why I do live streams. You guys are amazing. Hashtag merch for Kev's carpet. Right. Oh, right. I'll tell you what. Here we go. Let me just make sure I've got the camera all lined up right. We'll start doing those reviews. I want to try and see if I can get as many of the reviews issues reviewed as possible. It's a lot. I mean, it's 8 issues. Transition. Right, so I never got around to doing 23 to 23, 24, 25, 26, because I wasn't supposed to actually have them. I thought I'd put the thing on pause. It turned out I hadn't. And then I put it on pause and it turned out I hadn't. So yeah, I've got up until issue 30. So let's see how many we can get through. Right. Hold on, loud noise. Oh, that smells good. There we go. You know, I might have to switch lights. There we go. There we go. It's not as pretty, but just cut tiny pieces of carpet up from everywhere you go. If everyone show, oh, their heads. Will the drapes match the carpets? Oh, who said I had blonde? Matching carpet and drapes for Kev. Well, that's the thing though. I'm gonna need curtains as well, because we've got those massive windows, and then of course got the in both bedrooms. You got a door of some form, like the Juliet balcony in one, and then which is like a big double door that you can open, and it's got like a fence right in front of it, so you don't fall straight out of the wall, out of the room to downstairs. And the other one is a door to the big balcony, so gonna need some curtains on those. But anyways, let's get on with it. So we have this Canoptic spider. I had a couple of these, the old metal ones, for time ago. I converted one of them to look really cool. This is a really cool mini that I never really got around to getting, and I like the detail on it. For some reason there's scarabs underneath there. I'm not sure if that's just flows, or if you wanted to do like a battle damage version. Either way, it's a great little bit of detail. I mean, these are supposed to spawn scarabs anyway, so yeah, I'm looking forward to having one of those for once. So issue 23, let's see how fast we can go. Now, I'm not going to have any newspaper or masking tape. Very close to that, actually, very close. So I'm not going to do a detailed thing as possible. I want to try and get through them, but I will cover as many bits as I can. So let's do it. Issue 23. So we've got the Canoptic Spider, Protector of the Tomb. These lethal multi-limbed technological terrors scurry and fly across the battlefield, repairing their Necron masters and unleashing the terrible weaponry upon the living. Ooh, scary. It's got all these little bits and pieces of what it does, and it's reported by Inquisitor Leonid Rostov. Very cool. And of course, it explains why there's all these scarabs hanging out the bottom. It's because they shoot them out their butt. And then of course you got your own battle record bit as well, so that's always cool to look at and keep track of. Gotta keep myself hydrated now. Right. Canoptic constructs. Canoptic constructs can be. Oh yeah, I haven't got music on because I don't want to kill the internet. By the way, it's janky as hell already. So I hope you can see that. Okay. Hang on. I'll change the angle on it. There we go. Is that a better angle? Does that mean I can have the other light on? Alright, there we go. That's fine. Yeah, there we go. Like a news reporter. Okay, Canoptic constructs can be found on every Necron world and accompanying most Necron armies to battle. They are artificial slave machines whose entire existence is devoted to serving and protecting their noble masters and their works. Sweet. You got Canoptic Doomstalkers, which are tasked with defending Necron armories, and you also got Canoptic Scarab Swarms, which like to eat stuff. What is it? Their primary function is to break down any material and transform it into energy. There you go. And they usually fry them out like can of fodder. Whitewash the windows. Oof, I don't know. I don't know if we'll be allowed to do that. Canoptic Spiders are responsible for commanding scarabs or other lesser Canoptic constructs, as well as effecting repairs upon Necron vehicles and infantry. That's cool. We've got the Canoptic Wraiths. They're subtime machines with long bladed limbs and are capable of floating as well as phasing in and out of existence. They use this ability to ambush their prey. Lovely. Canoptic Reanimators. Well, we know what they do. They reanimate fallen troops with nanoscarab reanimation beams. Cool. And then we've got the Canoptic Plasmacytes, which go around injecting crazy codes into destroyers, making them even more murderous. Groovy. Bed sheets and duct tape. I mean, it's all possible, really. Right, so Disciples of the Machine God. Ooh, okay. To the Adeptus Mechanicus, the maintenance of technology and the pursuit of knowledge are the most holy duties Those who interfere with their holy works are cruelly punished or swept aside by endless legions of unflinching steel soldiers. Sweet. And then it's got something about works of this divinity. So I really like this artwork, by the way. It's got a nice classic Warhammer feel to it. You know, like it's the scribbly detail. You know, like modern Warhammer art, whether it's for Age of Sigma or for 40k, it's too clean for me. The classic art I like is with all this little scribble detail. You know, it's like so much intricate detail that goes into it. That really sort of gives it that effect, you know. But it's not necessarily neat detail, and a lot of it doesn't make sense, but it's there. It looks awesome. So through the sweat of legions of laborers, the augmented strength of the minor servitors, and the power of monolithic forged temples, the Adeptus Mechanicus create everything from farming tools to colossal star forts. The ancient covenants with the Emperor himself ensure that the Adeptus Mechanicus are responsible for the fabrication, maintenance, and repair of all Imperial technology. They like to fix stuff. They they got lobotomized servitors who work for tech priests who fix stuff for people. Yeah, they like to repair as much, replace as much of themselves with robotic pieces, just because, you know, flesh is weak and all that. And then we have the Cohorts and Legions. So the Adeptus Mechanicus reserve the right to raise standing armies of their own. Their ranks armored fist that both enforce the tech priest laws and defend the sacred forge worlds that are hubs of their domains. Let's see. So yeah, they abuse their power a lot. Let's face it, we know that. You got Cohorts of Scutari. You got, what else we got here? You got the Legio Cybernetica, which is all the big machines that do a lot of the work. You got the Centurio Ordinatus, which are huge war machines, and the Ordo Reductor, specializing in siege warfare. Auxilia Myrmidon, I don't know, are cast devoted to destruction, and the Collegio Titanica, of course, Titans. And then, of course, you've got Tech Marines, which are space marines that have been indoctrinated and brought into the cult Mechanicus, and they essentially look after the chapter's technology. So that's cool. It's like Space Marines equivalent of a foreign exchange student. He goes to Mars for a couple of decades and he comes back all weird and stuff. We got how to build the Canoptic Speeder. I'm going to say it as weirdly as possible for as long as possible. And then it looks something like this. And then it's saying sub-assemblies. That's the best way to do it. Because then you can get under the gun and stuff like that. Groovy. And then here it is being painted in said sub-assembly. And it says, yeah, it's just that sort of job. It's just that sort of job. It's just that sort of job. Cool. We got, how long have I been doing this one so far? Too long. We got the updated data sheet for the swarms, the scarab swarms, which is cool. I don't think it really matters here. It just says if this unit contains 4 to 6 models, it has a power rating of 4. And if it contains 7 or more, it has a power rating of 6. Okay, cool. And then it's got the keywords updated there. But the Canoptic Spider, that's what it looks like. I'll now have a unit of 3, which is cool, each one looking different. You can have particle beamer or automaton claws. Other war gear, a fabricator claw array, which you can repair. Repair a Saracen vehicle within 3 inches of it. It gets D3 wounds healed up. You got the Gloom Prism as well. In the psychic phase, you can attempt to deny 1 psychic power from. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty cool. It explodes, so when it's destroyed, roll D6, and on a 6 it explodes, and everything within 3 inches takes a mortal wound. Scarab Hive. 1 destroyed model from each friendly Saracen Scarab Swarm within 6 inches can be reanimated. Okay, cool. And then there's the examples on that page there. That camera really is wonky. There we go. And then we've got the playthrough as well. So, storm the battery. Headbutt the barricades. No, I'm joking. So Necron forces have teleported to key positions across Cyphus's surface. Oh, bloody hell. Cyphus's surface. Surface. Spooder. Oh dear. No, I don't mean Spooder. The Xenos have dispatched a force of Canoptic constructs and Necron warriors to tear down the Imperium's vast gun batteries and cripple the defenses. You got battery Omicron 455. If it's 5555666, what's it like to be a heretic? Okay, moving on. So Necrons want to overrun the battery. Space Marines want to wipe out the invaders. This is how you lay it out. You have a Primus Librarian and 3 aggressors versus a Canoptic Spider, 3 Scarab Swarms, and 10 Necron Warriors. It's quite even. Why not? And it goes through just like that. You're skipping psychic phase for the Necrons, and then yeah, that's it. Groovy. And then this is what you get in these next 2. So there we go. What do you think about that? Let me know in the comments below. I think it was a good issue or not. I think it's alright. Get a really cool thing. Let's move on. Let's get it going. We're on a roll now. So, issue 24. Whoosh. You get some Rakar flesh, which always looks so bloody. Wow, that looks rough, right? Let's give it a quick shake. There you go. Looks perfectly fine now. See, I don't see why people feel the need for Vortex shaker for these. They're fine. Non-oil, liquid gold, liquid talent is perfect. It is just amazing. Just like Agrax Earthshade. Right, issue 24. Let's dive in. Adeptus Mechanicus. Okay, weapons and war gear names. So we've had some similar things for the Space Marines, so yeah, we can just move on past that. Just you got different names here, like Malcorian, Cause, Martian, Cognate, and then like the suffix being Kinetic Transformer, Omniscanner, Shield, Explorator, that sort of stuff. And there's more names here as well for specialized weapons and melee weapons, range weapons, all that jargon. We can skip that, easy peasy. It could have spoon legs if it's a spooder. Oh, dude. Mr. Fish says, my buddy just built a bunch of these to do a spider army with, and the creeper crawler swarms and whatnot. Yeah, those things are do a scarab swarm army, definitely. Those used to be really tough. We always used to use Windowling, because when you're finished, it cleans the glass. I was a boomer. Oh, that's a good shout out, actually. That is a good shout out. Okay, Necron, degradations and grudges. So again, we've got this thing where we can add these little bits and pieces. A grudge generator table, like seeks vengeance against Space Marines. Tomb World invaded by Skitari. You know, stuff like that. I'm really not used to speaking so much. Jeez. Ooh, okay. This is from Overlord Incat of the Soltec Dynasty. I'm going to read this. I see them in my waking dreams, their blue armor and repugnant, primitive weaponry. I see them for the cursed beings they are, even if others do not. They scream to me of horrors inflicted by my hand, swearing vengeance for my conquests. They are the revenant spirits of those my legions have slain, and they seek my destruction at any cost. Even now I see their faces before me, twisted with hatred and agony. Now that I see their true nature, I shall turn their phalanxes against them. There shall be ceaseless war upon these so-called Ultramarines. My warriors will bathe in their blood, and they shall learn that Warlord Incat of the Sortek dynasty does not bow before any foe, mortal or otherwise. I shall see the death of gods, and I shall see the destruction of this filth, if it's the last act I undertake. Ready the legions. I shall not idly by. The vermin plot my downfall. To war. Cool. We got noble engrammatic degradations over here. We got physical degradations and losses over here. So more narrative pieces that you can add to your units. It's all cool. That's what we like about the newer editions. They do have a heavy narrative aspect, which I think it means armies feel more personalized and engaging. Right. Now we got some Tyranids we're looking at. So some people call it Tyranids, but it is Tyranids. That's it. Space bugs from another galaxy. Rumored to be created by the Odd Ones to cleanse the universe and start over again. But you know, the Tyranids are aliens. The Tyranids are alien in the truest sense of the word. They are motivated not by the pursuit of conquest or dominion over the galaxy, but by the urge to devour and survive. When the hive fleets descend, entire star systems are stripped of their nutrients and left as little more than barren poisonous husks. You got an inquisitorial report down here as well from Gallius Shan, just about how nasty they are. I won't get into that. This is a speedrun after all. Captured subject here, so a little narrative bit about one of the Tyranids being caught and how they act. Feeder organisms, so the ones that stuff get thrown in. The biomonstrosities are the really big stuff that like to do lots of damage and stuff. And then you got invasion swarms, because Tyranids are an intergalactical alien race. They float on massive hive swarms that come off a main arm of like their hive fleet. They go into these little smaller hive fleets that just pick at random juicy star systems and then start stripping it, and if there's a bit of resistance, then they take what genetic data they can in the consumed biomass, and they re-engineer themselves to fight back specifically against that threat. So you get variations between each hive fleet. So there you go, that's cool. Painting some more bits on your heroes, that's cool. So some detailing for cloth and stuff, some washers for the metal bits. Nuln oil everywhere. Yeah, just put it everywhere. It's liquid talent. And then there you go. You should have your units looking something like that. If you're following the guide. Easy peasy. Ooh, tutorial number 2, objectives. So we already know about objectives because we've used them before. But that's really cool. But bringing in victory points. Now, victory points you earn from generating. Well, you generate victory points from certain key objectives that you complete throughout the game. Kill the enemy warlords. Victory points for that. Destroy so many of their army. You could get victory points for that. Holding objectives for a turn. You get victory points for that, and it all tallies up at the end. And then usually, whoever has the most victory points at the end of that game is the winner. If you're not just doing an all-out scorched earth sort of thing. Controlling objectives, yeah, it's whoever has the most miniatures within 3 inches of that. Otherwise, if you have the same, then it's contested, which means no one's winning any points off of that. And it says to keep score of it. There you go. Sweet. Oh, advanced rules. Oh, here we go. So, is what this was issue 24? Yeah, issue 24. We now started on the advanced rules. Missions. Okay, so you can basically decide on how you want to play your games. That's it, essentially. Missions is just to give yourself a narrative, so you're not just playing a you die, you lose sort of game, right? So master the armies, read a mission briefing, create the battlefield, deploy your forces, determine first turn, resolve pre-battle rules, begin the battle, ending the battle, and then determine the victor. We've covered all these bits as we've done all the tutorials and the playthroughs. So yeah, you got objective markers as well. We already printed those out and cut them out and been using them. So yeah, here's some rules though. It says objective marker is a 40mm round marker. Model in range of objective marker if it's 3 inches horizontally or 5 inches vertically. The objective marker controlled by player with most models in range, and aircraft and fortifications cannot control objective markers. There you go. That's it. Oh, scout mission pack. Oh, okay. So Cypher's the third moon of the gas giant Gliantha is the military heart of the Ramesses system, beset on all sides by Necron invaders. A combined force of Ultramarines and Adeptus Mechanicus are all that stands between the invading Xenos and the complete destruction of Cypher's key shipyards, weapon platforms, and communication centers. Cool. Okay, so there's a bit more on what they're all doing there. You got the Necron Space Marines and Adeptus Mechanicus fighting over it. You got your scout mission rules. So yeah, go through that at your own leisure. The Cypher recovery is the thing. The initial Necron invasion of Cyphers has swept across the moon in force, overwhelming the Imperial defenders with its sheer brutality. To make matters worse, an Imperial code cipher has been lost in action. If the Necrons recover this device, the cryptex will be able to decode Imperial communications. A force of Space Marines led by a librarian from the Ultramarines Vanguard must infiltrate enemy lines and extract its data core before the Necrons locate it. Ooh, okay. So that's all the information you need. There's your little briefings down there. And here is the battlefield. Okay, so you got your little battlefield there, 3-inch deployment either side. 10 Necrons, 3 Scarab Swarms, and a Royal Warden versus 1 Librarian and 3 aggressors. Sure, Sure, that's balanced. Securing the cipher progressive objective. So you got your objective marker bang in the middle, and of course, at the end of each player's turn, the player whose turn it is scores 1 victory point for controlling the objective. The battle lasts 5 battle rounds, and whoever has the most victory points wins. There you go. And then of course you have your victory points, which you can cut out here, or you can print them out on a bit of sturdy card and then cut them out. But I like this because it's another little thing, you know. And then of course there's that. So let me know what you think of issue 24. That's a decent issue too, and I like the fact that it's introduced some lore of another faction that's not necessarily in the magazine collection, though if you have the premium, then of course you get them in one of the premium sets. Alright. Oh, okay. Scoopsphere says, just noticed on the Space Marine data sheets that they explain the special rules on the back. I think that's fantastic. Exactly. They do that for all of them. So it's just a nice little example so you get a feel of how that is essentially enacted. Okay, so that's that. Right, 15 minutes until Community Corner. How many issues do you think we're going to do? I don't know. But hey, look, we've got some Immortals. Woohoo! Alright, so issue 25 gives you a set of 5 Immortals which can be built with the Heavy Gorse Flayer blaster thing, the Tesla cannon things, or you can build them as death marks. And you got the death mark rifle there. Yeah. As long as you follow the build guide, you shouldn't have any issues building them. A lot of people say they do. I find that those people are usually the ones that had deviated or swapped one little piece or the other, and then that's the full, and then they end up with 2 that don't fit properly. I'd say just build them as the Immortals if you want to carry on playing in the campaign that is in the magazine, because you will get another set of these that you can build death marks with, so it's fine. But it's a decent kit. I like it. It's been around for a few years now, but it was one of the first plastic kits for Necrons when they had their revamp 6 or 7 years ago. 8 years ago even. God, no, I don't know. There you go, 5 bases as well. But keep the spares because they're great for conversions. Oh, okay, I don't think I'm going to get another issue in because we got a pullout. Ooh, okay. Forge Worlds march to war. There are many Forge Worlds throughout the Imperium, though the armies of each and every Forge World is distinct in culture and appearance. They're all devoted to the cult Mechanicus and strive to attain knowledge and technology for the advancement of humanity. There we go. So Mars is the first of the Forge Worlds. The Red Planet's tech priests are as arrogant as they are knowledgeable and believe themselves to be the most blessed of all the machine gods' followers. Bloody blah blah. Okay, so strategic disposition of a Forge World. So we got first Macroclade, then you got the second Macroclade, and then you got the third Macroclade. And inside a Macroclade, you got the Tech Priest Dominus, and the assets. So you got flagship. Whoa! Hey up, mister. Thank you very much. But Necrons being boring. Well, thank you very much, mate. Thank you indeed. Issue 25 is basing material. Thanks. Alright. Well, thank you very much. Oh, there we go. That is literally, you know what? The cheapest bit of carpet is $5.99 per square meter. So you have just helped get me 1/6 of a square meter of carpet. Big loves to you, Bill. Right, so Forge World stuff. Here we got the Forge World Metallica, which is an absolute freaking name. It's one that's actually getting fought over currently in one of the campaigns that Games Workshop is running. We won't go through all of that. Oh, there we go. Got all those macroclades. Then you got the cohorts underneath the macroclades, and then you got, say that's the cohort with all those bits and pieces in there as well. And then underneath a cohort, it breaks up into mana pools as well. So it's very organized. And at the top here is the Forge World Command with the Fabricator General, Fabricator Locum, and the Cult Mechanicus Tech Priest. Booyah! So that is the whole framework of a fully fledged. Just turn the camera a little bit like that. It's a bit more natural for me to sit like that. So that's a fully fledged Forge World. Sweet. And then the might of the Adeptus Mechanicus. It says the Adeptus Mechanicus forge almost all of the Imperium's weapons and technology. Their armies utilize the most advanced and lethal technology known to mankind. When they go to war, their combined armies possess almost limitless power. Cool. Very nice. And then on the back you also got Forge World Riser as well, aka Riser Rust, as we know. A lot of the stuff will have Riser pattern next to the name of it. Some of the battlefield terrain that we got in the Conquest magazine. Forge World Riser is famed as the place where many of the Imperium's plasma-based technologies have emerged. Yet for all its history and magnificence, Riser is a world caught amidst a storm of Xenos foes. Orcs have descended upon the world in their billions, forcing Riser forges to develop increasingly potent weapons to counter the foe. Though Riser is imperiled, the Orc invasion has led to successful testing of many new lethal technologies. Silver linings, eh? There we go. So, keep that there. Oh, what was that? What the fuck was that? It made me jump out my skin. Yeah, I know, it's a bit quiet at the moment, isn't it? Whoa! Jaina! What the hell? Holy moly, 20 quid! You know, I'm not gonna cry like Pickle. I'll bleed my heart out, but big loves to you, Pickle, if you do watch this. Oh no. Thank you so much. I really love that. What's that? Race quit, race quit, race quit. I'm going to race through this. I got 8 minutes to get through this issue. I think I can do it. Do you think I could do it? I think I could do it. But yeah, thank you so much, Gia, because you're a channel member and everything. You really didn't have to, but I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Ah, you guys are too amazing. Guys and gals, you're just a bunch of fantastic guys and gals. Oh, Marcus just popped in just in time. How you doing, man? Okay, so issue 25. I'm not going to stop smiling like an absolute idiot now. Carpet fun fundraiser tonight. Thanks. Necron Immortals, elite Necron infantry. Okay, Necron Immortals are elite Necron soldiers who possess the ability to think and fight independently of their commanders. They are equipped with heavier armor and superior weaponry and deployed against the dynasty's most powerful enemies. Ghost Blaster. Okay, or you can have Tesla Carbine. Those are the proper names, by the way. And it says that they're ancient warriors, so unlike Necron warriors who can only utilize basic defensive protocols when left to their own devices, Immortals are capable of independent thought and will draw upon millennia of combat experience to take the fight to the enemy. Sweet. This is not to say that the Immortals do not have some drawbacks. They are utterly incapable of adapting to new forms of warfare. When they are confronted with a battlefield strategy, that cannot be countered by ancient tactics, they're forced to apply the counter strategy they consider the closest match, regardless of suitability. There you go. I've got some Necron glyphs here, so phalanx glyphs. That's cool. Different for each dynasty, and of course you have your battle record as well, looking pretty darn good there. So, oh, it's Rage Quit. That looks like a C rather than a G. Okay, I will not Rage Quit. Never. Right, you got the Royal Court. The Royal Court. Whether there be pharaohs in command of an entire dynasty or overlords in control of a handful of tomb worlds, powerful Necron lords all possess their own royal court. A selection of lesser nobles, military officers, cryptech advisors, and heavily armed bodyguards who help them rule their territories. Oh my. So got overlords and lords, royal wardens, and a leech guard or the bodyguard. Boom, there you go. There's not much more to say from that headline. There you go. Technomancers, they like to do their thing. You got plasmacytes as well. Plasmancers, chronomancers, and psychomancers. So technomancers tinker with the tech and fix stuff. Plasmancers are masters of energy. Chronomancers tinker with time and stuff like that. And psychomancers like to mess around with fear tactics and stuff like that. So groovy. Rule of the Imperium. Rule of the Imperium falls to the High Lords of Terror, also known as the Sanctorum Imperialis. This conclave of autocrats issues edicts in the Emperor's name, striving to maintain control. This is quite lore heavy, actually. Damn. Okay. I've got 4 minutes to get it done. Still like my stealth carpet acquisition idea. Every little helps. Definitely. Alright, so you got the Sanctorum Imperialis. The government body of the Imperium is led by 12 leaders of the most powerful organizations of the Imperium. That's represented there. Over here is the Adeptus Mechanicus, responsible for Imperium's technology. The Adeptus Mechanicus is led by Mars's Fabricator General. This bit over here, the Cult Imperialis, the official state religion of the Imperium. The cult's most senior figure, the Ecclesiarch, sits as one of the High Lords of Terror. And then down here, the Adeptus Administratum is a bureaucratic organization made up of clerks, scribes, and administration staff. But as you can see, there are loads of factions represented here. So yeah, gotta look out for that stuff. Moving on, we have got a nice little bit of toilet reading here. So you got ruling the Imperium, a nice little bit from that perspective, and then governing the Imperium. Got a nice little read here. I won't go into it because it's time, but it looks cool. Ultramarines, the Empire of Ultramar. We march from the crag. So this is a big system, and yeah, they, unlike majority of Space Marine chapters, the Ultramarines benefit not only from the ruleship of a single home world, but an entire stellar empire known as Ultramar. The worlds of Ultramar provide resources and recruits for the chapter, and in turn are protected by the Space Marine Overlords. Sweet. So you got Talasar, Masali, Atarvan, Talasar again. Oh, you got Talasar and Talasar. Alright, just to be clear, you got Cersei, Prandium, Ajax, Verdia, Espandor, Connor, Macragge, the main place there, Viridia system there. For those who are familiar with Dawn of War games, how to sell 1 foot square carpet tiles for £1. 4 for 4. Oh, okay, might check that out. Cheers. And then of course there's a bit more on there. The Fortress of Hera is the Ultramarines fortress monastery overlooking the capital city Magna Civitas. It is a wonder of human engineering. Each of its towers, domes, structures is a formidable citadel in its own right. And then Glorious McCrag from Lucian Calcius, lieutenant of the Ultramarine 2nd Company, which we got as the exclusive in Conquest. What goes around comes around, eh? Build guide. It's telling you here, build it as we bloody show ya. Each one is built with its own independent pieces because of the way it is positioned. So don't mix up the bits. And then your paint guide as well. And then we have an update for the Royal Warden, which is great. He's got the adaptive strategy thing here and Relentless March as well. And the Immortals now get their thing. But it's got them down with the Ghost Blaster, not with the Tesla weapons, but I'm sure we'll get to use those later on. And then a tutorial on the adaptive strategy as well, how to use that. And then the rules. Oh, here we go. The core for that. So how to play Warhammer 40k. So, you know what? It's worth going a minute over. This is from Ursaka E. Creed. War is hell, soldiers. Yet to serve the Imperium, we must enter its raging inferno. Take my advice and abandon all hope, for it is the refuge of the weak. Instead, embrace your anger, for when the fighting begins, hatred shall be your greatest ally, and faith in the Emperor your only comfort. Boom, there we go. For the Emperor! So, key rules, how to read. This bit literally just tells you how to read the rules. Amazing, right? Then we got our next scout bit, defensive perimeter. Ooh. An overwhelming Necron assault on Cyphus has been met with stern resistance. Despite suffering terrible losses, Necron troops have managed to breach the Imperial lines and begin to overrun the first ring of fortresses, gun batteries and defensive positions. In response, the Space Marines have dispatched their forces to drive the Necrons back and prevent the foe from finding and exploiting any weaknesses in the Fortress Moon's defensive perimeter. Boom. Okay, so it's defense. Right, you have an objective over here. It tells you exactly the measurements that you need for where they go. You got a Necron. On the Necron side, you got a Royal Warden, 5 Immortals, and 10 Warriors. Ultramarines have a Lieutenant, 2 units of 5 Intercessors, Assault Intercessors, that is. It says again, no terrain, and then it's a progressive objective, so you get a victory point for having most troops within range of the objective at the end of your turn. There you go. Whoever's got the most at the end of the game wins. The battle lasts for 5 battle rounds. If at the end of their command phases only one player controls both objectives, they are victorious. Otherwise, at the end of the battle, the player with the most victory points wins. Oh, okay. Little twist there. And that's that one. So, Immortals, what do you think? Let me know. That was a pretty good issue, right? Now, I think we should hop over to our favourite bit. And if we got time, I think we could get another 2 issues done. So just give me a moment. Give me a moment, me darling. And I'm going to pop open this beautiful Discord server that we have, full of amazing, fantastic people from the world's greatest community, of which we are just a mere corner of. All right. So let's scroll all the way to the top. All right. Oh, it's a short and sweet one this time, so that's awesome. La, 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 la. Sweet, it's done. All right. Well, without further ado, here's Community Corner. Hey, so every week on our Friday night live shows, we have this nice little feature which we brought back from a long time ago during those painting tutorial videos, where we show off the beautiful works of art that you're currently working on or have finished and you're most proud of. So let's get on with it, and we're going straight in there with Dave, aka Wolfenstein, with a fantastic little paint job. I'll start the ball rolling with my current work in progress. I might have an update pick in a bit. Ooh, okay. So this is his converted Chaos Space Marine. It looks really cool. It's a really nice conversion that he's done. I think he's shown pictures of it before, but we'll see that. Hopefully we'll be able to see that on the KFC thing. Stay tuned for information on that. It should still go ahead next Friday, but we'll see. We'll see what's happening, because now the move is happening. But I love the red. You really know how to build it up. I believe he builds it up with stippling. I'm not sure if he's still stippling this one. But essentially, if you don't know what stippling is, it is just jabbing the heck out of a brush on your miniature, but in a neat fashion. Like that. I love the brassy colour as well. Looks really cool. I can't wait to see how it looks when it's finished. So thank you very much. Next up is Mr. Spud, and of course he's working on all that food. Wow, that's a lot of food, dude. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. So let me know how that went. And thank you very much for posting it. And next up is Mr. Fish. Started getting some paint down on my Slugger Chopper Commandos. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful green and purple. Because, you know, purple is sneaky after all. And, yeah, they're coming along really nicely. Yeah, I just really like your greens, mate. Yeah, look at that. Sneaky gits going around there. I can't wait to see how these go, man. And then, of course, there's the little grot there as well. Awesome work, man. Got those skin tones down. So, yeah, thank you very much, dude. Then we've got Dave here with a bit more done. Ooh, okay. It looks like you've neatened it up a bit more and brightened up the reds. That is looking pretty cool. I really do like what you did with the gun. I really do like that. And then this is just a nice touch. The salamander scale that you've put on it. That's really cool. Well, thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much indeed. Yeah, I'll let you get a second bin there. Alright, next up is Adam Dodge. Sorry. Too much yakking. So he says, I've decided to scratch build some Mordheim/Frostgrave scenery. Just finished building the first one. A couple simple townhouses. Got to texture the walls and get some paint on it. That's a big task to start, first of all. So let's just appreciate that. But then he's also like got the balcony done. He's got those beams. That's so cool. There's the slats going there as well. That looks really cool, man. Oh, he's got flagstones down as well. Dude. Oh, this is so cool. I'll have a proper look at that. That's some cool work, man. And look, you see there, like he's done it so it looks like the plaster is broken away, and see the bear slats behind the wall. That is really cool. And then there's the other side of it, all broken away and burnt. I assume he's gonna have like burn damage and stuff like that. There's a little ladder there. That is amazing work, man. That is, oh, that looks good. There's down at the bottom as well. That's so cool. Oh man, I must have taken you time. And of course, look, even the cross detail here. That's really cool. Those windows look awesome. Mate, that is tidy. Thank you very much for posting that, man. That's really awesome. Next up, we got Raven's Rook. Still working on the grot tanks, and these are just amazing. Oh, look at that. That's just... I love grot tanks. They're always so characterful. And you've definitely captured that character here. Right down to the weathering as well on that paint job. Look at that, the checkered detail here with the rust effects and everything, the chip paint. Yeah. Huge Necron gun as well. It is very hard to find anything to not like about it. I just like it because it's like a giant artillery piece. It's a little tiny thing like this. Like it would just fall over if it hit a stone. There's the engine as well. Oh man. That's some great work, dude. Thank you very much for posting that. Sweet. Oh. And then of course we got the ever generous Gina. Finally got them finished. Your little orc commandos. Those bases look really good. Nice tidy rims, of course. As fans of the show know, I'm always a fan of a tidy rim. But yeah, no, solid paint jobs as well. Like nothing too bold because of course they are commandos, so they should be able to blend if they need to. But like you got all that detail nice and neatly done. Sticks of dynamite and that. It's fantastic. It's such a clean paint job. Great skin work. Highlighting's neat and everything. There's great use of the grass tufts as well. You've done really well. You're coming along in leaps and bounds considering you've done this hobby for what, like a year or less than a year even. Like you even got a little bit of weathering done, like you know, like chipped up the paint. His little grappling hook and his snorkel. I still can't get over the fact he's got a snorkel. Where'd you get a snorkel in the 41st millennium? You know, it's awesome. Yeah, look, again, nice bit of weathering. It's not overbearing. It's just a hint of great tones. It's all earthy and that, so you know it's nice and stealthy. It looks fantastic. Thank you very much, Gina. And that's it. Short and sweet this week, but still freaking amazing. Like all that. Thank you very much, each and every one of you. All right. Oh my goodness. My throat. It's still... Yeah. I just don't talk a lot in real life, you know. Like on the show, I talk a lot because I got to talk a lot because I got to fill in the blank, the quiet. I've got to provide the content, but my throat ain't used to it. Anyways, thank you everyone. That's fantastic work. I think we should be able to get a few more issues reviewed now. Shall we? Oh dear. Don't look at that mess down there. Oh dear. There we go. Let me just catch up on the comments as well quickly. Alright. Well, where did we go? Where did we go? Where did we go? Where did we go? Everyone's singing praises. Do a Howling Griffin carpet. Quarter out day. No. Clear off, Andrew. Voice says, my brother-in-law sells flooring. He can do with the business. One of his customers is Danny John Jules, cat from Red Dwarf. Could be his next celebrity customer. Oh man, that's quite a step down. Scoopers says to Andrew, a Michael Corn carpet would be more radical. Just to create it, you just need a ton of blood, pour it over and let it dry. Oh no. No. Where is it? We haven't heard from Nightbot in a while. I guess Nightbot will pop up when it pops up. I like Death Marks more just for the sniper vibes, but will still give me all the options. Yeah. Immortals, they will always be a thing. Yeah, Immortals are cool. I put some work in the work in progress section. Oh, sorry, did I miss that? Sorry, I didn't see you say that. We've got to have a look at that then. Apologies for missing. Hang on. You didn't miss the cut off, mate. I'll pop it up. Just work in progress. Are you sure? Was it work in progress or completed it? It's not there either. Dude, I can't find it anywhere. Are you sure you popped it on? You popped your conversions in there. I don't see it here. It's not there, dude. We'll have a look in a minute then, yeah? Let's just see what chat was saying a minute ago. I lost my place now. Singing praises where we need to, yeah. Look how happy Spud is. Dodge working on Elston's extension. Definitely. There's a shit ton of work there. Loads awesome. Can't wait. It's cool. Yeah. Snorkel shop. Wow, there we go. 21st of March. On the 21st of March, in the work in progress. Let's have a look. Oh man, why is it all in? It's under a different name. Hang on, Scuba Pez, are you under a different name on here? Ah, the custodes. Ah, you're down as Necros. There we go. Right, we're back. Definitely not. So, here we go. Sorry. Right. So, my custodes Sentinel guard conversions with Solarite gauntlets. I'm looking to upgrade convert the last two with Solarite talons. Does anyone know of this part? Okay, right. So, here we go. That's what he's working on at the moment. He's looking pretty cool. He's looking pretty cool indeed. They look like they're about to punch the heck out of stuff. Like, good and proper. Beefy dudes. Going to punch you in the 41st millennium. That's really nice gold, though. That is a really nice gold. Yeah, definitely. Definitely like that gold. And there we go. That's day 3. Oh, okay. There they are with the claws. They got the claws out now. Yeah, they're gonna punch you in the face and scratch you up a little too. In the name of the Emperor. That's actually pretty cool because you don't normally see them with claws. They usually got the long spear things, don't they? That's a really cool conversion. Well, thank you very much for sharing that, dude. Can't wait to see them all painted up. And just for the heck of it, let's just show Painting Wookiee did that to an armored container. The maniac. There you go. You had your moment of fame and fortune. Don't waste it. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Let's do it. Alright, so thank you again, everybody, for that. So, issue 26. Got a little bit of time now. Issue 26. There we go. Just really deafen you with the sound of that. Issue 26. We get a tech priest. Very cool miniature. I've had one that was donated to me from a viewer. It must have been a couple of years now, a couple of years ago, and I've never got round to it. It's just been sitting in front of me for ages, and I've never, because I've just not known what to do with it. I'm still not sure what to do with it, but it looks pretty cool. I like how many like arms it has and stuff like that. How many arms do you need? It's got like different weapon options on there as well. So there you go. I'm guessing you can have variations. That's a cool mini. Something different. It's a big base as well. So let's have a look in issue 26. Oh, it's your alter ego. Okay. Thank you very much, dude. Right, so Tech Priest Dominus, Adeptus Mechanicus Commander. Tech Priest Dominus are trained in the arts of war and are able to command their legions with machine-like precision. They utilize their mastery of battle robotics to lead their mechanized legions in crusades for knowledge and long lost Imperial technology. I don't even need the headset on because I don't have music playing, so just balance that up there. It could only end in tears. We got a Survey Skull. We got a Volkite Blast over here. That's pretty cool. On the side, Omniscient Axe and a Phosphor Serpentar, which is just like a very fancy pistol. Can it be swapped out for anything else? No. There you go. So there you go. Next up, we have the battle record as well. So of course, got all the funky names that you can give the stuff. But yeah, it's showing you that pistol, but you have two pistols. Because you also have this little pistol here. But that's the one that is showing you to put to the miniature. To be fair, that does look like a nicer pistol because it's got that nice little detail on it. I digress. Keepers of the Divine Law. The rulers of the Adeptus Mechanicus are the tech priests. They direct the fabrication of mankind's technology and lead the followers of the machine god. Sweet. Across the spectrum of humanity, few are as devoted from their original. I've already forgotten how to speak. Across the spectrum of humanity, few are divorced from their original form as the tech priests of the cult Mechanicus. As acts of worship, they routinely replace what they see as weak flesh with bizarre mechanical augmentation, seeing it as a way to move closer to machine god towards perfection. There you go. So they do lots of wacky stuff. There's lots of toilet reading there as well about all the weird stuff that they do. They're just absolute weirdos, but we need them to build stuff. Inquisitor Lorcus Thract says, to attempt to understand the inner workings of the Adeptus Mechanicus is sheer folly. I suspect, however, that if I were to observe the rituals and worship in detail, I would have no choice but to pronounce them heretics. However, the Emperor judges them loyal and, without their expertise, the Imperium would collapse beneath the weight of its own ignorance. And so we turn a blind eye to their strange religion and trust the Emperor's judgment. Well, you know, it was kind of like the Emperor's fault that they're like that in the first place. So, Holy Orders. You got the Magi. Do you want to hear me absolutely butcher all these made up names? Let's do it. Okay. We got it? Right, so the Magi. We got Prime Hermeticon, Lord Dogma, Mackay Moribundus, Invictus Acquisitor, Gerontocrat, and Data Predator. Then the Genitors, we have Magus Biologists, Archchemists, Grand Parasite, Metasurgeon, Corpus Illuminator, and Genitor Extremus. Then the Logi, we have Lexico Arcanus, Bibliophiliac, Hyper Rationalist, Monitor Malevolus, Info Executioner, and Biocogitatus. And then for the Artisans, you have a Forge Lord, a Mecha Sapient, a Praetor Electroid, Cybersmith, Techno Archaeologist, and the Necromchanic, or the Necromchanic. The Necromchanic. There we go. We'll just fucking. That is just disgusting. I can't believe I even tried doing it. And of course, how to build. Bippity boppity boo. Job done. Easy. Then you paint it. Lead Belcher. Corn, red, Rune Lord Brass, sorry. Rakar Flesh, Agric Surfshade, Crag Blue and Abaddon Black, Corex White, Narn Oil. Back to the Corn Red and the Rakar Flesh. And it should look something like that. And it's telling you to do the same for the Skitari as well. Job done. Easy peasy. Then we got his data sheet. So he's got the Phosphor Serpentor and the Volkite Blaster and the Omniscient Axe. All these cool stuff down here. You got the Canticles of the Omnissiah, Master of Machines, Refractor Field, which gives it a 5+ invulnerable save, a Lord of the Machine Cult, which is an area effect. Reroll hit rolls of 1. That's cool. Not bad, not bad. They're pretty handy. And that's how you use their rules. Easy enough. Job done. Core 2. Basic rules. Missions, army, data sheets, blah blah blah. Key rules. It's essentially everything that we've learned so far, just in print. That's it. Scout number 4. Cleanse Sector Epta. So, Necron reinforcements continue to pour onto the surface of the fortress moon Siphos through wormhole devices known as Eternity Gates. The Xenos invaders have seized Sector Epta, a key network of supply depots and landing pad in the moon's northern hemisphere. An Adeptus Mechanicus assault force has been dispatched to cleanse the facility of Necrons and restore it to the Imperial control. An elite of phalanx of Necron immortals are prepared to meet their assault. Okay. Alright, so 5 Necron warriors and a Raw Warden versus a Tech Priest Dominus and 10 Skitarii Rangers. Hang on. It just mentioned immortals, but then no immortal. Okay. It says use the map from issue 18, the back of it. And it shows you where to put those containers. So one there, and one bang in the middle. So you're bringing back the armored containers. That's cool. And it says this battle ends when all of the models in one player's army has been destroyed. The first player to destroy all of their opponent's units is victorious. Okay, so that's annihilate the enemy. There you go. Easy peasy. Job done. That's cool. You're learning a bit more about the Imperial allies that are the Adeptus Mechanicus and all the weird shenanigans that they're allowed to get up to, simply because the Imperium would just die in a second without them. But that's just what I think. Let me know what you think. Issue 27. I think that is just one whole delivery right there. Ah, you know what? My throat is dying so much. Hey, Jake. How's it going, man? Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Let me know what you're all up to. How many of the kill team have you built? Nice, my buddy. Oh, what's going on here? What's going on here? Let's have a look up. What are you working on? Mr. Milligan is asking what everyone's working on. So Dave is still doing the Chaos Kill team, but decided to convert them all because he's a nutter. Using Primaris bits. You heretic. Scuba Bears is revisiting and building 30k Custodes army, but couldn't decide on how basing them. Ooh, okay. Put different bases to a vote, and the marble bases was a landslide. Oh, good luck with that, mate. That's a pain in the butt to paint. Adrax got the new Gravis captain started. I also have a Fafnir done. Ooh, very nice. Personally, I was just neatening up little bits on the dragon, and then I neatened up some bits on old conversions, I do have a start. I'm just gonna, you know, that conversion I did last week. I'm just gonna enter that. Like, I ain't got time to put any more like effort into anything else. Jake says, finally gonna finish my Star Drake after procrastinating for over a year. Well, dude, I mean, I was procrastinating about my Star Drake for, well, since its original release. That was like 5-6 years ago. So, yeah, man, get it done, man. Get it done. I don't know if you can see it, actually. It's kind of sitting right there, very precariously on that shelf. I still haven't had time to do some proper pictures of it, but I'm slowly editing the video on it. So yeah, you know what? I'm actually just gonna do another issue. Get rid of that out of my face. I just want to chat to you guys, you know, see what you're working on, what you're doing as well, because before my throat gives out, because yeah, it's been such a manic week, and I felt like I've been a little bit isolated from the community, and I haven't managed to really talk to you lot properly. Let's have a look and see what's going on in the world of Warhammer as well. Ugh. Immunity. There we go. Let's see what's going on here. I think there's been some bits and pieces previewed over the Adepticon event, but I haven't really had a look at it, so I must be well behind then. Guilty as charged and all that. I know it should be my job to keep up to date with all this stuff. Oh, you saw it when I finished it off. Sweet, man. Thank you. Now, I did add a couple of little extra bits off air, so just to finish up. And you know, I had to tidy up that rim as well, because I'm all about the tidy rims. Ah, dear. Right, so they got a trailer. Okay. Let's ignore the focus bit. Or community corner. They got a trailer for that and all this stuff. Oh, I am here for it now. Hang on, let's have a look at this. Let's just get a blind reaction for this, because I have not seen this, by the way. Let's have a look. Horus Heresy. New edition revealed in its jaw-dropping cinematic trailer. Oh, there's bad boy Horus there as well. Okay. Alright, shall we? Let's just do it.
I never wanted this. I never wanted to unleash my legions.
Ooh.
Together we banished the ignorance of old night.
Betrayed drowning, eh?
You betrayed us all. You stole power from the gods and lied to your sons. Mankind has only one chance to prosper. If you will not seize it, then I will.
Tyranids by now.
So let it be war. From the skies of terror to the galactic rim. Let the seas boil. Let the stars fall. Though it takes the last drop of my blood, I will see the galaxy freed once more. And if I cannot save it from your failure, Father, then let the galaxy burn.
That was a sick trailer. That looks like a video game trailer. I have to watch that a couple of times because there's so much to dissect in that. Whoa. That was amazing. Oh, man. And we've got some screenshots going on there as well. Oh, dude. That was pretty sick. That was pretty sick. Oh, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that a couple of times. Let me just refit this. Holy moly. So we've got some reveals going on here. Well, can't play that for many reasons. But you got the Ashen Wastes. Ooh, okay. What we got here for Necromunda then? So they're doing more out of the city stuff. Alright, alright. That's a bit odd. Let's have a looky here. Strike out into the wastes where everything wants to kill you. Well, they look odd. You're riding giant ticks. With mites or something. Riding on bugs. Yeah, right on. These are pretty nifty. Oh, buggy as well. These are pretty nifty. Freedom awaits in the ash wastes. Ah, that is pretty awesome. And of course you get new terrain, I suppose, as well. That's a pretty tasty box set. Look at that, the gantries. Like the way they link around, they look quite flexible as well. That's really cool. I like the modularity of it. There we go. I got the word out. So you can like mix stuff about and that, and then you got these massive bug riders. You got the buggies going on there. That is, and it's so much because you got the different elevation and cover and stuff like that. So much you could do. I mean, these don't necessarily have to be up on the posts either. They could be down on the floor, scattered around. I can easily see people getting a few of these and doing little shanty towns. You know, that's really cool. Here's the stuff close up. They look so odd. It's kind of like 40k version of Sand People. You know, people going to be making that noise as they roll them around on the table. Ah, pretty cool. And of course, you got these cool buggies as well. That's pretty cool. And then these weird bugs. That's cool. It's really different. It's nice to see it, like, Games Workshop being able to expand into more of the deep lore of 40k through these specialist games and being able to explore that a bit more. Hey Adam, how you doing, man? Oh, we saw, we showed off the terrain piece that you're doing for Frostgrave and Mordheim. Freaking awesome, dude. Freaking awesome. So yeah, dude. It only took the best part of 20 years to release the Wasteland expansion. Was always the plan, but it got shelved. Ah. Looks great. I suppose Games Workshop are now in a position where their customer base is so much larger than it used to be that they can't do no wrong, really. That's partly why the licensing has been going like crazy. And that's a really cool set as well, because they got more people to entice with it as well. Because they got broader appeal, they got broader audience, they can reach people more now with their online presence. 20 years ago they didn't really have that. Yeah, Tuscan Raiders are an easy conversion for cultists. Very true. 40k does Fallout, yeah. Jake says, how are you finding Imperium so far? I'm enjoying it. It is very much the structure of Conquest and Mortal Realms, but it's got a lot of the problems that those previous magazine series had sort of creased out, you know. So it does feel a lot more bang for your buck. Especially the premium stuff as well, because you get different factions as well, which is great. But I love what they are doing with the new Age of Sigmar magazine, Stormbringer. Where they've got mixed factions like Imperium in the main stuff, but then for the premium stuff, instead of having more factions, they've got more specialized stuff to add to those factions that you've got in the main stuff, which is perfect. So yeah, I think that's the way to go. So we've got some Warhammer Underworld stuff as well. The mad scientist and his Harrowdeep warband are creating a spark at Adepticon. Alright. It's alive. What's very Necron heavy so far? Just for more options. We'll get there, mate. We'll get there. Interesting. So that vampire is Daintalos the Exiled, a necromancer whose grisly experiments went too far for even those in Shaish. Imagine experimenting so much with necromancy that even Nagash asks you to knock it off. Wow. Okay. So now he's continuing his masterworks out of prying eyes. That's just ridiculous. Eye missing, going around with a blade, like just slashing you. Looks like they're powered as well. That's an interesting approach. That is weird. And that's the thing. I like the staff. That's a nice little touch. But yeah, it's not really my thing. I'm sure there'll be plenty of people who will see that as a painting opportunity or just an opportunity to expand on the game. They really got into the game, to be honest. But yeah, it looks fine. Chaos Knights. There we go. This is what it's all about. Enter the Abominant. 2 new Chaos Knights revealed at Adepticon. Excellent. So let's have a look here.
Before the Emperor's light, our noble lords fought for the glory of mankind. On mighty iron steeds, they held back the darkness with fire and sword. And now those dark times have returned. Heresy shrouds our Imperium. And so, our knights march to war once again.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Ride forth, my lord. Ride forth into glory.
Uh-oh.
And strike chaos from this realm.
Hello. That's a change. He's on the shield. Look at that, it's got Vulture on the top. That's cool. Yeah, look, it's got vultures on it. Because, yeah, why not? It's got tails, well, tusks. There's a small berry. Ooh. It's got his eye on it. It's pretty good. There we go, there's the alternative build there. That looks pretty decent. It's all about the sharp, pointy bits, isn't it? That's what it's all about. But look at this, look, you got the vultures up there. You got tusks going on, you got all this copper wiring hanging out and stuff, pipes hanging out. Like a bloody flail thing, like tentacle flails. Sure, why not? But I like the fact that it's got a big old skull behind that mask, that helmet, you know. There's a lot of details going on there. And then, like, its tail can even bash. I mean, why not? Why not? We've got new codexes as well. Jeez. What are we saying in the chat here? Yeah, not a lot of people liking the Hera Deep stuff. That's fine, I don't get it either. The wizard looks like a Harry Potter bad guy. Scuba said, I don't think there's very much Ultramarines in this part work. I think they padded out with Mechanicus' sisters. I think they dropped it where they could have added in more Shadow Spear. Yeah, I suppose. I think it's because the feedback was people wanted a bit more of a mix, so that's why they put in those factions. But you still get Marnius Calgar, you still get Gilliman as well. You'll get the ATV. You get more units eventually. That'll be mixed in with the rest of the Mechanica stuff. I think you only got a couple more units to go, and then it'll be introduced to Sisters of Battle as well. So you'll get there eventually. Chaos Knight does look amazing, doesn't it? If that last knight doesn't come with an LED light for his head, then it's false advertising. Well, I mean, sure. So we got 2 new codexes coming out, Imperial Knights and Chaos Knights. That's fine. Not for me, but you know. Got a Chaos Knights army set. What's in that though? So it said an army set. So how many do you get in there? You know what I mean? This box will be first hands soon after the codex is released. It doesn't say how many you get in there. So you're going to get like a couple of these in there, or just the one and maybe 2 of the smaller ones. I don't know. Either way, that's cool. We got Blood Bowl. Oh my days, I'm gonna run out of time here. The Norse Blood Bowl team are starting the party at Adepticon with beers and okay. Norse team. Excellent. Sweet. Alright, so lots going on. Running around with beer. That's pretty cool. Yeah, really dynamic poses. That's very much like get the crowd excited that the band's on stage sort of pose. He's like, you just spilled my beer, come at me. They even got drinking horns and everything. Yeah, it's really cool, man. And then of course you got the beer balls as well. That's alright, that's pretty tasty. Seasons of War Thondia. Okay. What's going on here then? It's been said it's the new big knight and 2 little and codex. Okay. That sounds fair. I'll probably go for 150. Bit balls for the win. Exactly. Ride of the Valkyries as well, yeah. Apocalypse Now soundtrack goes metal for Blood Bowl, I approve. There we go. The Realm of Beasts literally comes to life at Adepticon. Okay. Strange. Let's have a look, see then.
This is the era of the beast. Thondia, the greatest of Gur's plains, has changed. The god of earthquakes walks the realm, and the very ground lashes out at those who dare settle it. Not all is lost. Dawnbringer crusades strike out farther with each passing day, bringing Sigmar's order to these untamed lands. Every step yields new and terrible dangers. Tremors shake the earth, and monsters tear down cities. Amidst it all, something stirs in the mountains of the Krond Spine. The Realm Stone is alive, warped by arcane power, and it stalks the mountains with primal fury. Gur has awoken, and it does not want us here.
I can see already so many people are gonna be complaining about building that. Like, that's some cool artwork though. But yeah, what's this then? It's a Kronspine incarnate of Gur. Okay. This savage apparition is a manifestation of pure amber magic created in the wake of Valerial's Rite of Life. Okay. Okay. It's a big old chunk of amber magic there, fueling the thing. Yeah, looks decent. So along that you get the Dumbledore shell and shell with winch, Dawnbringer Crusades. There's a giant guardian thing. This looks similar to something that was there, but it looks different as well. I think it was like one of the elven things, but it's not. It's different. New train to be found in 2. The Magmadroth remains. Oh, it's Magmadroth remains. Okay. And the cleansing aqualyph is ideal for anyone who has waterfall envy after seeing the Shrine of Luminor. Okay, so it was the Shrine of Luminor I saw before. Yeah, oh, that's a pretty decent kit there. That looks alright. Eh? Feel like it needs a Castle Grayskull centerpiece. Possibly. Quote, I love the smell of napalm in the morning. It smells like victory. Lieutenant Colonel Bill Kilgore. Apocalypse Now. Well, there you go. No, I don't think it's Ian McKellen doing the voiceover. And then a new Path to Glory sort of thing going on there. Okay. Seasons of War Thondia. There we go. New campaign book. Cool. There's all the cool stuff going on there. That looks new. Don't know if that's a sneaky peek there. But I'm not sure I've seen that miniature around before. Maybe it is already out. I don't know. Not very sneaky if it is. Oh, new Nighthaunt. Ratch the Drowner. Okay. Terrifying new Nighthaunt character emerges from the briny deep of Adepticon. Here we go. Captain. Kind of looks like a right kit bash, actually. Like there was one terrain piece. No, it wasn't a terrain piece. It was you know what, one of those eternal magic things for death, and it was like, you know, a wooden boat thing. It feels like it's half of that, and then they've sort of kit bashed bits and pieces from different kits here. That looks a bit like the lantern from what's that dude? The Guardian Spirit Guardian thing, I think. It's quite a lot of different bits and pieces knocking about, and then this is all very new. I like the fact that it's just, as he's going along, he's whipping up the souls from the graves with his oar, and they're just like, oh, save me now. It's an interesting, it's very interesting. Oh look, he's got, hey, look, they're all putting the coins in the box. Okay, they're paying for their passage into the underworld. That is a really cool little bit of narrative there. That's a nice touch. Yeah, that looks all right. And then we already read that, didn't we? That was gnarly. Yeah, we already did all that. Okay. Ooh, Beakies are back. First miniatures from the Horus Heresy's new edition spotted at Adepticon. So we've got a Beaky here. So, but still with the classic weapons and power pack and that. But even the toes. There you go. It does really look like that limited edition one that they did a while. What the fuck? Sorry for my language. Holy fucking shit on it, mate. Dude, that's too much, man. Fuck. That's way too much, man. Fucking hell, €50. Dude. I'm speechless. Hey, look, you know what? I don't care if I just lost the monetization on this video because you fucking made up for it. But fucking hell, man! Ah, oh. You absolute beautiful bastard. Big loves to you, man. Really do appreciate it. Oh. Oh shit, man. Gonna make me emotional. Mate, I respect the content. It's worth it, mate. Mate, you're worth it. It's, you know, the money is just a nice bonus. Okay, the money is just a nice bonus to doing this because I enjoy doing this so much. I enjoy this engagement. I enjoy having the back and forth with you guys in the community. Because it's just the closest thing I can get to, you know, like hanging out at a hobby club for the night, you know. So it's quite self-serving, but at the same time, I can share knowledge and have, you know, you've seen all the soppy videos of why I do this, but yeah, I really do appreciate each and every one of you, and when you get to do stuff like this, thank you so much, mate. I'm gonna have to sell it. I'm gonna have to send you nudes now, aren't I? I'll send you a pic of one boob, alright? Oh my days, fucking hell. That's the most anyone's ever dropped. Ever. I mean, I was staggered by Gina's as well. I'm still staggered by Gina's super chat. I'm not even gonna lie, like Richard Smith's donation was fucking amazing too. Yeah. You bastards. What are you doing to me? Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it so much. Thank you. What did I just tune into? Ah, Mr. Billy Binks. I haven't seen you around in a while. Thanks for joining us tonight. Well, we managed to get through 4 issues of Imperium and the community corner before my throat started giving out and I was coughing constantly from all the talking because I don't talk much. So we're going over the Adepticon reveals, and some beautiful people in the chat have been making some really nice donations. For those who watch back later, Dave said, "I'm not modding OnlyFans, mate. On your own with that, mate." And Mr. Adams says, "I feel tight now. I only sent Kev an empty Mars bar wrapper last week, and I felt like that was too much at the time." Ah, you jammy git. Good morning to you, man. Good morning to you. Alright, so back to it. I was saying this very much is pretty much the same miniature as the limited edition one they did a few years back. Just the weapon is different because it was that weird looking one. But this is really cool. There's the Praetor. There's a lot going on there. Still got the Aquila there as well, stamped in it. But they painted it in the Sons of Horus scheme. That's pretty cool. I can see a lot of people doing the Eye of Horus on this, on each and every one of those gems, which I suppose is why they're there. While many general kits in the range will be moving to plastic, there aren't currently any such plans for Legion specific units or Primarchs. Okay, so they're keeping all the Legion specific stuff in Forge World, but all the generic stuff like this they're going to have in plastic. That seems fair enough. Sort of because because Forge World resin is very expensive. You don't want to be spending a small fortune on cannon fodder, you know, tactical troops and stuff like that. So that's fair. Plus, can you imagine the detail drop that these beautiful miniatures will have if they went over to plastic? I mean, plastic is still really good, but it was, oh yeah. So my mind is blown still. So there you go. Sorry, my mind is still blown. So saying that looks like the limited edition one, just with a weapon swap. Okay, we moved on from that. This is a pretty cool mini. It's got a heck of a lot going on. Like, you know, see these little gems here, right here. They're all going to be painted by, like, to look like the Eye of Horus, definitely. But you got the Aquila still there. It's a nice paint scheme, but you don't have to paint it like that. It's generic enough that you can paint it in any of the legions, so that's cool. And then they say here that, you know, stuff is going to be moving over to plastic stuff, but it's just going to be the cannon fodder, which is fine. But I was saying, these are so loaded with detail. I don't know if it would translate well to plastic, because plastic is getting really good. The plastic tech is getting really good. Got 3 of the 2016 limited Marines and cut 1 up to. It's just been posed similarly. From what they're saying, it should be a multi-part kit like Mark IV and Mark III. Okay, but it looks very similar though. It's the same pose, 100%. But yeah, I'll take your word for it, man. On Valrek's video, he talks about the Spartan tank in the new HH box and plastic Sikaran tanks. They had that in the trailer, didn't they? Let's have a look again at the trailer. Ooh, go back to that in a second, but you know, Varrock, I mean, like, he does waffle a bit. I mean, how long has he been going on about the Lion being the next one to come back in 40k? He's been going on about that for years now. I'm going to turn the sound off this time, just so I don't get pulled up on it. But let's see where these tanks are. I mean, that's a hint at a miniature anyway. And this could be a hint at a plastic Horus eventually, maybe. Who knows? I doubt it though. But yeah, I just love the fact that you get to see Titans fighting, duking it out. Oh, I think I missed it. There it is. There's the round head, big chunky body there. There they are, all down there. Yeah, I mean, chances are there could be plastic Sicarans, because I think at the moment they are just in Forge World resin. But, you know, you don't know. You don't know. So again, just assume that everything you see in the video is probably going to be a kit. So maybe this dude as well. Look at that. Sword blur. He's going for it, isn't he? More Titan fights. There we go. There's the Sikaran again. Drop pods. Maybe they'll have drop pods. Line will return. GWHQ just spent the last few years arguing which side he'll be on. Oh, heresy jokes. Love it. It's gonna be a dude with that face and that axe. There's gonna be a dude with this standard. Anything they focus a bit of attention on, there's gonna be a dude for it. These look different. Probably not. Kind of got a Cylon look to them though. More of the tactical dudes. Mr. Horus. There you go. Look, he's just smelled some plastic glue. Oh dear. That's going to be a model for sure, with the banner on the backpack. Yeah, look, see, there's the tank again, and then yeah, that's the end of that. Yeah, they're gonna have that stuff. Oof, what's going on here? What's going on here? 2 Wounds for Chaos. Yeah, wasn't that a limited edition Veteran Sergeant? I don't know. Yeah, it's for that Leviathan, Dread, and Spartan, etc. going to plastic. It makes sense. It makes more sense. It's lighter. It's cheaper. You could do more with it, and people will buy it more in bulk. Elite images of the box content showed a Spartan. Okay. It was just a Marine with special weapon, disintegrator gun, based on the first model of a Marine. Yep. Morphology World units are on last chance to buy. Legion, Sikaran, Battle Tank, Deimos Rhino, Spartan Assault Tank, Leviathan Pattern Siege Dreadnought, Contemptor Pattern Dreadnought body, and arms. Wow. Last chance to buy stuff. I'm guessing he's getting a plastic makeover. Most likely. Forge World, it does seem like Forge World is sort of pretty much being made to embrace, and they have been for the last few years actually, embracing plastic kits to go alongside the resin kits. So you know, they got the specialist games, so that is their thing, which makes sense. You know, it fits their business model better, because when it was just resin, I don't think, like, you know, they sold stuff, but they didn't sell stuff in numbers and quantities that was really business wise, you know, beneficial for the company. So at least this way, Forge World is still an entity of its own, you know, even if it is adapting, which I, you know, can't be mad over. I got the model but forgot the disintegrator gun. Aha, okay. It's smell victory. GW, just tell us the price. Yeah, shut up and take my money, basically. Plastic Thunderhawk next. Oh no, you've just said it and they've reset the timer. And Plastic Titan. We got Plastic Titans now already. What are you asking about? They already do a Plastic Thunderhawk. Yes, they do. Yes, it's about this big. Right, a glimpse at a very dark future. So this is the last article. Let's have a look. See, the power of chaos grows. There you go. 2 rings. Amazing. That's it. We don't need to see the rest. I'm joking. Oh, dear, what's going on here? After 10,000 years, the Imperium shall gloat no more. They kind of look like Chaos Spawn, I guess. 6mm scale Thunderhawk ain't the white whale we want. That is true. So yeah, they're getting 2 wounds. That's fine. Makes sense. Not that they weren't tough enough anyway with all the special abilities to be buffed up and stuff like that. With dark magic and stuff, but it's cool. Yeah, just have them. Why wouldn't they have the same number of wounds as regular starties? Makes sense. So that is that. Okay, cool. Very cool. Super cool. Excellent. So there we go. We got 4 issues through before my throat went out. We had a fantastic community corner. We had a great look at the Adepticon sneak peeks as well, which, you know, I hadn't caught up on yet, so it was fantastic to do that. I want to say a massive thank you to each and every one of you for tuning in tonight and hanging out with me. It's been a blast. And I want to say a massive thank you to those who donated tonight. So thank you, Richard. Thank you, Gina. And thank you, Different Gear TV. I also want to say another thank you to these beautiful people right over there. Lupus Canis, Tabletop Ready Minis, and Gina, who are on the YouTube membership, and David Young, Zero Honor, Gunstar Hero, and Phil Eden Eddie Art, who are on the Buy Me a Coffee membership. Without that little extra help, you know, a lot of things could be done on the channel. I do want to pick it all up and really get stuff going, and it's just for the last 4 months things have sort of been on hold and sort of been holding our breath because of the potential move. And now that we have got the keys and just over a week left on our extended notice in this place, I think, you know, it's going to be mad. But I've got a whole list of content I want to create just for you guys. So if you do sign up on the YouTube membership and the Buy Me a Coffee membership, there's fantastic perks, like seeing videos ahead of everyone else, behind the scenes stuff. You can even arrange hobby time with me alone. If you want, I can light a candle and stuff. It's great. Affiliate links if you want to buy yourself something, and that helps us get a little kickback at no extra cost to you. Actually, you end up saving money. And yeah, if you want to join the community, we have a link to the Discord as well. It's a great little community. It's growing every day, and we have a laugh there. It's great. Oh, Dave. It happened. That happened last week, didn't it? The Buy Me a Coffee link came up perfectly fine with Nightbot, but then when you forced it, it was like, no, you didn't boss me. Oh man. Well, I guess we'll leave it there. But before we go, there is just one last thing. I want to make sure that you guys stay safe, stay beautiful, and I will see you in the next one. So, peace.